Had to fire up the baby generator, the Little Harbor Freight generator, and I've got the battery charger running because the batteries were down to 40%. They were at 12.0, and that's not good. So I've got the generator running, got the battery charger going, and I'm over here, forgive the mess because it's a construction zone, but I'm over here working on my massive oak shelf for my tiny house on wheels. I am, what I'm doing right now is just pre-drilling, because this is a really thick board, and I want to make sure my screws can get a good chunk of meat in there. Actually, it's not too bad. Might be alright. But I'm pre-drilling a little bit so I can countersink the screws in a little and get a good chunk of meat down in that shelf down below. Or down in that wood. Ooh, that's cracked here, so I don't really want to put stress on this piece. Another reason pre-drilling is good. Oops, should I throw that back? This way there's not so much strain on the board that's going to be my shelf when I put the screws in. And I'm not measuring, I'm just randomly putting screws here wherever, just eyeing it up. One here and one here. This will never be seen because it's going to be on the wall. This is the top side. Before I put this up, I'm going to want to oil my wall back there because I won't ever get to it again once this is done. At least behind this board anyway. So that's all the pre-drilling. I will have a mess to sweep up, that's for sure. Now the situation I've got here is that one board is a little bit warped. The board that's going to be the backing for this. So I've got to try to bring it under control a little. I got a mess. Oh well, it's part of the job. Alright. Solid. Looks good. Bottom. Sits in there nicely. Now, where's that one I put a screw in already? I can't see very well. Gotta get more lighting in here. There's the one screw. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. The end is bent a little though. This is going to be fun because this piece is bent. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not going to fight me at all. Perfect. Bends right in there. Perfect. All right. screw. Gonna be a heavy duty shelf. It's gonna look good. Rustic barnwood shelves. Oh, this is cool. This is like a dream come true. I was looking for barnwood. Can't say enough how hard it is to get here in New York. It's beautiful. Awesome stuff. Now, that is ready to put on the wall, so I'm going to spare you the mess, but I'm going to clean up that, I want to clean off the table and pull it out so I can get to that wall, and I'm going to oil that wall back there so I can get the shelf on. Now I've just oiled the entire wall down to here. The shelf is going to come down to here, this level, right here, I've decided. Okay, so when I'm sitting down in my chair, it's not going to bother me. It only comes out 7 inches. So it's a 7-inch board. It's an odd size. It's a 7-incher. Anyway, it's going to sit here, and my books will sit right about this level, which is it's perfect. It's going to be all right. So I'm going to put the shelf up now, and then I'm going to finish oiling. Actually, no, first I'm going to let this soak a few minutes, and then I'm going to oil it again. I'll do that off camera. But I'm going to oil this a second time down to here, then I'm going to put the shelf up, and then I'll finish oiling this wall so it's good and done. But I'm going to let that soak a little bit, and that'll be the 3rd coat on that back wall. Right now because this is going to be a monster to do this alone, I'm putting the, I'm attempting to measure where the screws are on the wall, or where the studs are, and putting screws through. I've got one in each end on the outer studs, and I've got one in the middle. I'm going to attempt to get the middle one in, trying to balance this and get it lined up and get the middle one in, and then I can grab the level, which I'll try to have ready on the table already. Grab the level, and then I'll try to level it off and screw in those last 2 screws evenly. Hope my camera battery doesn't die while I'm doing this. This is going to be a job. I hope I can pull this off. I really hope I can pull this off alone. It's going to be a serious job here. Just on the floor. Oh boy. This is where help would be very beneficial. This is oak. Yeah, it's not light. I just knocked over my screws. This up side to side, and but because I measured that, I might have the studs in range. Go. Let's see. So I put tape, you can see the tape I put on the wall as an indicator of where side to side I should be. Probably not very well. I should have brought my tape over here. Where's my tape? Up. Just gonna make sure 6 3/4. It's not perfect over there. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, come on. This is awkward. Only one screw holding it on. Oh, okay, it's about the same. Okay, good, good. Now, oh wow, can't believe that. It's right on. I measured right on too, I got it on the studs. Nice. Look at that. Wow. I'll be putting more screws in, obviously, but there's my first shelf in the tiny house on wheels. Old barnwood. Beautiful. And look at that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So I put the tape on over here to try to line it up and eye it up. And then what I did is I pre-measured from the wall, or from the edge of the tape, to where the first stud would be. And I did the same on this side. I measured 6.5 inches out on each side, because that's where this ends. And then I measured from there to the next stud and pre-drilled and put a screw in. I got it. Now I'm just going to finish putting those screws in, and there's my first shelf in the tiny house on wheels. There it is, the first shelf in the tiny house. My first book on the shelf. Now later I'm probably going to come down with cross braces from here to here. I'll probably put a triangular piece of wood in there, block of wood here, and then I'll probably put 4 of them. I'll go out and cut some barnwood and block that in to give it more strength so it doesn't bend outwards. Now it looks like it's crooked when you stand up, but when you're level with it, it's straight. I guess that's an optical illusion, I guess, but well, there it is. Now I'm going to have my electrical wiring and stuff coming down, and on either end of this I'll have a closed-in box, okay, which will actually lend support to this. So I'll have a closed-in box here, and then all my power switch and my electrical plugs and everything will be on there. I'll have a AC outlet, 1 or 2, 3 DC outlets, and my light switches, which is up there, will eventually be down here then. And same over here, I'll have an AC outlet and a couple DC outlets, and a light switch for a reading lamp or something. But I'm happy. That's a day's work. I don't know what time it is, honestly. Let me see. It is, oh, it's only 6:30 in the afternoon. I thought it was like 8, 9 o'clock. It's pitch black. So there's the beam, my rustic barn beam, and it's drying out in here now, so it's starting to look more. It's starting to look better, nicer. It didn't look as nice when it was sopping wet earlier. But there's my beam, nice. And then there's my first shelf in the tiny house on wheels. I'm gonna oil that down and finish oiling the walls in here. And I'm liking it. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling really good about this. That's barnwood. It's a 1940, I think you guys said. So it's not quite 100 years. What would that make it? 60, 74, 75 years old. 75-year-old barnwood. Nice. Now I just promptly put 3 coats of oil on my new bookshelf. You can see it soaking in there. I think you can see. I can't see the camera. There we go. The first 2 coats sucked right in there, soaked it right up. So I put the third on there, and that's a little bit oily now. And I'm going to let that soak in. It'll probably, as you can see, it's absorbing that too. It'll probably take that and then more. The age of this wood, considering how old it is, it'll probably suck that right up. Now, it darkened the color of the wood, which is fine. It gives me some contrast in colors on the walls here, and makes that obviously more rustic. I wish I had more light on the subject. Let me grab my flashlight, hold on. See, I don't know if that really helps you at all and shows you the color. I can see it, but I don't know if it shows on the camera. It's a really dark wood. You can see the colors in the wood. Maybe if I get a sunny day, I'll be able to come back with the camera and try to show you. But you can see the nail stains in the wood, which really adds character, I think, to that bottom piece that holds it up. Really adds character. It's really got some color to it when I oiled it. Really stands out. So I hope that shows. It's hard to really show it. The top piece really got dark. Really got darkened up. But yeah, natural beauty, natural wood. So I'm just gonna let that soak in, and I'll do another coat and finish this rest of this wall. And I guess that'll probably be it for tonight. Put my house back together.